and they look awful projected. So here you will be able to see that pretty much the way it is in your hand. So we're going to start by showing you some of the new features in the UI itself, and then we'll proceed on looking at the different applications. So this is the lock screen. It's very similar to the lock screen that we had on Honeycomb. So this is how you unlock the phone. And you can see here that you can also unlock the phone to go direct to the camera. So if you want to quickly take a picture, you can unlock the phone and go to the camera app and take a picture right away. And this is our new launcher, so it's not very different at first. We still have 5 screens, you can still swipe back and forth between the screens. We still have widgets, but we have the widgets from Honeycomb. So for instance here, I have a Gmail widget, and we can finally scroll content in widgets. So we can look at an inbox. You can also finally resize widgets, so if that's too small for you, you can just make it bigger. We also have, for instance, bookmarks. So here you can see some of my bookmarks that are synchronized through Chrome Sync in my personal account, and you can even see that the thumbnails, I have all the folders and everything. We have new animations all over the place, so you can see here like 3D transition to tell you if you reach the end of the home screen. So this is the kind of capabilities that are much easier to add to applications with the new GQ backend for the UI, and also with the new animation file. We also have a new all apps. So now we don't scroll vertically through the list of applications, we scroll page by page through the application. Here again, we have 3 animations. It's all using the UI toolkit, so it used to be done in RenderScript. Now it's using new APIs that we have on the Vue class and the new Vue animation framework. And you can quickly transition to your widget. So you don't go through a long press menu anymore. Widgets are just kind of like applications. So if I want to drop a widget on my home screen, I just don't press it, drop it here. We also improve folders. Folders is a feature that we had since Android 1.0. It was they were a little hard to use. So now you can rename them in just one tap. It used to be a long press on some unknown part of the screen. You can reorganize the content of your folder. Again, we have nice animations thanks to the new framework. And if you want to create a folder, it's extremely simple. You just drop an icon on top of another one, and then you just copy it and name. We also introduced a dock at the bottom. You can also create folders in the dock. There you go. You can put all the folders in the dock. So the home screen is just getting more flexible, a little more powerful, easier to use, and we kept the UI simple. And Chet will show you the new notification system.
So there's a couple other elements that are maybe not obvious from just looking at the screen. One is recent apps. So we can pop up recent apps and see thumbnails. So these are screenshots taken of the applications while they're running, so you can easily visually see, oh yeah, that's the application I was in the Vue.
And again, that's a feature that has always been in Android. It used to be a long press on the home key, and here now we have a visual cue on screen. It's not a long press anymore, just one tap, you see it on screen all the time. So this is something that our UX team has been hard at work on for ICS. They try to get rid of all those long presses and hard to use manipulations that we had, and they made everything a lot simpler.
There's also a new usage paradigm, which I say because paradigm is a good word to use in a presentation. That's what I'm going for. Of swiping to get rid of items. So we see this both in the recent apps as well as the notifications that we're getting. So if we don't actually want to return to that application, we want to remove it from recents, we can simply swipe it away and get rid of it.
And this actually kills the application, so you don't have to go to the settings anymore, go to manage applications, find the applications before stuff. And I know it makes you happy, I still don't understand why.
Yay, killing applications. Notifications live in a shade that you pull down from the top. So we see the system bar up at the top. So the system bar on phones got split as opposed to Honeycomb, where we had all the standard home and back buttons on the left and then notifications and the other system information on the right. Now that information is split. So we've got what used to be the hard buttons down at the bottom, and then we have the notification information, the other status information up at the top. So we can pull down the shade here, nice little animation there. We can see the notifications that are waiting for us. Again, we have this swipe thing that we can get rid of these things if we no longer want to see them anymore, or we can close them all by simply tapping the X button. There's an interesting UI thing there where it actually swiped the things out to the right which is sort of a way of teaching you how to use the device at the same time as you're using it. So nothing is, the mystery of, oh, well, if I long press on this area of the screen, then I can change the color. So.
But we also have the more advanced notifications from Honeycomb. So if I start playing music, for instance, so that's a new music player. And you can see one of those persistent notifications up there. So that's a new music notification. And you can have controls to the notification. So here you can go to the next song, or you can stop playing, or you can dismiss the notification altogether. This is an API open to every application. The music application that I just showed you is what we call unbundled. So it uses only APIs from the SDK. So anything it does, you can also do.
And also, when you play music, I don't know if you're going to demo this later, but you can actually have the music controls available on the lock screen. So both the camera as well as the music controls are things that maybe you want to use, without going through the whole UI of getting into your phone. You just want access to your music from this device that you're carrying around in your pocket. Much easier to get to.
And of course, this only works if you don't have. No, it works if you have a pin or a pattern. So it works all the time. That's pretty cool. What does work only if you don't have a pin code or a pattern to secure the lock screen. You can access your notifications from the lock screen, so you don't have to unlock your phone anymore. Of course, we do that only if you don't have a secure lock screen, because obviously you can access important information like your emails and your items. Now let's look at some of the applications. I'm going to start with the web browser. So the web browser is actually really nice to use on ICS. And I'll start with one of my favorite features in the web browser. So there are many websites I go to with my phone, and I hate it when they show me the stupid mobile version of the website. I have a really powerful phone, I have a big screen, I don't want to see the mobile version of the website. So now we have a feet in the menu here where you can request the desktop version of the website. So you don't have to find the version at the bottom, you don't have to do tricky things with the user agent of the browser, and hopefully the Wi-Fi will work. There we go. So this is the New York Times, this is the full browser experience, and as you can see,
Your eyes are way better than mine.
okay, so it actually looks good on the device. This is rescaled on the screen. This is all hardware accelerated, so if I scroll, it's very smooth. We use a system of tiles. If you have used an Android tablet, you'll